Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So I had an outdoor video planned for you guys today, but as the Midwest weather loves to play me, I am indoors because it's snowing in April. And you would think I'd get used to it, but I can't get used to it, okay? I hate it. So I am back with a houseplant care series video, and I haven't done one of these in forever since my monstera that I did, I think, almost a year ago. It's been quite some time. And I could have sworn I did one on this plant, but apparently I didn't. And we're going to be talking about the Syngonium white butterfly. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. So botanically, the Syngonium white butterfly is called the Syngonium Podophyllum. And it also has nicknames of the arrowhead vine, American evergreen, and five fingers. No idea why that's a nickname, but apparently that's a nickname for it. The main nickname, the arrowhead vine, comes from the way that the leaves are shaped, because they're shaped like little arrows. And I like this plant because it has a very nice white to it in the middle, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And it's actually known for its low maintenance and its versatility. So you can have this plant hanging like I do here. The only thing is that it can start to get leggy, meaning that you see the gap between the leaves that's happening. The longer it gets, the more leggy it can get. Or you can put in like a moss pole or some kind of pole and then have it grow up, and then it'll grow up around the pole instead of just hanging down. You could also cut some, which is probably what I'm going to be doing. But when you want to propagate it, you just cut. I have a video on propagation, but you just cut 2 inches above that node right there, stick it in some water, and then let it root. And once it roots, you can spread it out in the soil, because you see how the plant is mainly right here. You can spread it out in the soil to create a more full plant if that's the look that you're going for. It's kind of all just personal preference. The Syngonium white butterfly is native to semi-tropical climates like Bolivia, Ecuador, Mexico, and Brazil. When it comes to watering, the Syngonium white butterfly grows best in evenly moist soils. They like moist soil, but not sapping wet soil. So make sure that whatever pot that you have them in, it does have drainage holes from them, and to let the plant dry out in between waterings. And you'll adjust your watering based on the season. So obviously in the summer you'll water it a lot more. In the winter you'll pull back those waterings. So for humidity is vital to Syngonium white butterflies. Without humidity, their leaves tend to get brown, crispy parts on them. I think I actually have a part of a leaf to show you. So I don't know if you can see, but like the very tip of that, I didn't have humidity in here for a few days, and when you don't have humidity, the leaves tend to brown. So humidity is very important. As I've said before, I keep this big guy on 55 degrees and warm humidity. You can't do warm or cool with this humidifier, but I keep it on 55% humidity and warm mist, and all of my plants in here seem to thrive with that amount. So they say that it's fundamental for the humidity to stay over 60%. However, with my humidifier, it stays at 55, and as long as I'm keeping that thing constantly full and it's constantly going, the Syngonium doesn't seem to really have a problem with that. But try to keep it close to 60% humidity, and then if you don't have a humidifier or anything of that nature, you could just spritz the leaves in order for them to create their own humidity from that. The plant thrives in temperatures between 61 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want to put it in a place where it'll get bright indirect light, because you don't want to have direct sunlight on it, because that can scald the leaves. In its natural habitat, the Syngonium white butterfly lives under tree shades in well-draining soil rich in organic matter. To cultivate similar soil conditions, you can take your regular potting soil mix and add some coco coir, some pumice, and some charcoal to the mix. And it'll create a similar soil to what it has in its natural habitat. And then when it comes to fertilizing, you can top it off with some worm castings or use a slow release fertilizer. You really want to make sure that you're not overusing fertilizer, because you can burn your plant if you overuse fertilizer. So I'd like to stick to more organic fertilizer, so I'll use some worm castings or some compost, you can use that, and then go ahead and add that every once in a while to add some more organic matter to the soil. Some other facts is that the Syngonium white butterfly is known for its air purifying capabilities, and it's usually a low maintenance plant. However, it is prone to spider mites and aphids. So you want to make sure that you're spraying your plants once a week, twice a week, once a month with neem oil or whatever pest control you would prefer. And just to make sure that you stay on top of that. However, if you are staying on top of the humidity in the room that your Syngonium is, you don't usually have to worry about spider mites because they're attracted to more of a dry environment. Last thing is that you do want to make sure that you are cleaning the leaves off every once in a while. Leaves can get dusty, and since plants use their leaves to photosynthesize to create their food, you want to make sure that you don't have a built-up layer of dust or anything on top of it. And be mindful that this plant is poisonous to pets or children, so you want to make sure you keep it out of the reach of your children and your small animals that could potentially get into it, because it is poisonous if it's consumed. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I think I have a few more plants that I'm gonna add to the houseplant care series, so we're not going like a whole almost year without having a houseplant care video. So I'll get some of those conjured up and throw them in the mix with some of the gardening videos that I hope to get started soon if weather permits. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.